Speaking of Live Aid, there was a concert on in Los Angeles for the Fire Aid. So all the people who lost their homes in Los Angeles due to the fires in the last month or so, they basically came together. All the the cream of the crop, the rock stars, the pop stars of the day, all came together. 2 venues in LA were actually hired out for, so the Kia Forum and the Intuit Dome. So they have a big complex there in Los Angeles where they have like 3 sports stadiums, and they use that for all the big events and stuff. But it was like a 7-hour long show, and I had it on YouTube like after the fact, so I was able to skip through the stuff that I wasn't too interested in. But I might just give you some of the highlights. We were chatting earlier about it and I couldn't remember. So Alanis Morissette actually was on quite early in the bill, and she was amazing.
Right.
Still has the voice, still rocks, and a great band behind her. She's actually playing Malahide Castle in the summer, and I wasn't bothered originally, but now I'm kind of thinking, geez, I think that'd be a good gig.
Yeah, well, we had, I don't know if you listened to that episode, we had Clint Wells on with us, and he was on tour with Alanis with Morgan Wade, and he was doing American tour, and he was saying that, if you're kind of supporting a band, you might watch them 1 or 2 nights, and it's kind of, it's the same thing every night. And I think he said out of 20 nights, when they finished their set, he went out and watched it like 18 times. She was that good.
It's unbelievable.
That's from a professional musician coming out and saying, like as you just said, like, she's absolutely killing it.
Yeah, she's brilliant. She's really, really good. Who else was on there? Dave Matthews. I know you're a big fan of Dave Matthews. He was planned to be on it, but I didn't see him on it. Now maybe I flicked past by accident, but I did see John Mayer. He came out and he did a couple of his own songs, and he's a phenomenal musician. Very pop sounding, but again, a great guitar player. And he played a cover of Tom Petty's Free Fallin', which was absolutely brilliant. And that song references different streets in Los Angeles and the Valley and stuff. And
that's right.
They were getting good cheers for that, Green Day also, I think Green Day actually opened it up and they were amazing. And there was a lot of solidarity there because they're from San Francisco and, but they're all California and Los Angeles as well. So that was quite good. The Black Crowes were on the bill. So John Fogerty came out and did a Creedence Clearwater Revival song.
Wow.
Which was great. And Black Crowes did a couple of their own songs, and then Slash came out with them and they played Going to California. So Slash was on the 6-string acoustic and the guitar player from the Black Crowes was on the 12-string acoustic, and then the singer it was amazing. That was an unbelievable performance, I have to say. Pink was also on the bill, and she played a Led Zeppelin song, Babe, I'm Gonna Leave You. And it was phenomenal. Absolutely brilliant.
She's brilliant.
She's great. Have you ever seen her live?
She's a great performer. No, but I've watched enough of her live stuff. Like, she's a brilliant performer and she can sing. And I heard a lad I work with went to the Aviva last summer. He said she was unbelievable. Like, he's not a Pink fan, his daughter is. But like, he was like, Jesus, she can sing. Like, and proper 2.5 hour show, like, all on zip lines and everything, like, crazy.
She's a rock star. Like,
cool.
I saw her probably 20 years ago at this stage. She played Malahide Castle, and she came out and she was playing Aerosmith, and she has a full live band, and they're playing guitar solos. Like, this is not a pop show. This is a full on rock and roll show.
She had her troubles too, like, and she's still going. Fair play to her.
Yeah, she's brilliant. Like, top notch. They wheeled out Joni Mitchell for a song, which was nice to see. She's in her elderly years there at the moment, but it was nice to see her still kicking. No Doubt did a set, so Gwen Stefani was out rocking it. Now it sounded very punk rock, right. The voice was wasn't great, but still it was good to see them. Who else performed? So Red Hot Chili Peppers, they sort of closed the night and they were brilliant. They played like Danny California and Californication and Under the Bridge, everything you'd expect from them. Who else was there? Stephen Stills came out with Graham Nash. So they did a Crosby, Stills, Nash song. Stevie Nicks from Fleetwood Mac, she did a couple of songs that was very good. Stevie Wonder and Sting, so they did their own sets and then they collaborated at the end. That was brilliant. But I think what stole the show was the Nirvana reunion. So there was a lot of positive, a lot of negative on it. I thought that the band sounded quite good. They were a bit ropey, but they're thereabouts. So they had Pat Smear obviously on guitar, Chris Novoselic on bass, and Dave Grohl on drums. And then they brought out some guest singers to sing different songs. So they had St. Vincent, they had Kim Gordon from Sonic Youth, and they had was it Joan Jett from the Blackhearts as well. She came in and did a song, and then Dave Grohl's daughter finished the night. Now I thought the Dave Grohl's daughter was amazing, unbelievable. She sang All Apologies, and at the end,
I actually caught it. I did see that.
You seen that one, yeah. The harmonies between her and Dave at the end were just phenomenal. Like it was just beautiful. It was great to witness. But I thought the other ladies were just a little bit too punk rock. The vocals weren't there.
I thought it was terrible.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think they'll be listening to their podcast here, but Jesus Christ, I thought it was brutal.
Yeah.
Like, it really was bad.
Yeah.
And it's a shame, like, because, like, as you said, like, Dave on drums and Pat and everyone back there, but Jesus, the singing was dreadful.
Yeah. Look, I don't know. I can see what they were trying to do, because Nirvana was very much a...
Yes, live, and I do get that, but maybe trying too hard or something. I don't know what it was.
But Metallica were also big on equality, women's rights. They were massive into that, like, and supporting that at a time when you had like Guns N' Roses and all these bands that were, sort of pro macho and pro like, all that sort of stuff. So Nirvana were the anti that. They were like total equality and women's rights, which is great. That was a part of the whole grunge movement. And they wanted to have women up there. So I do respect the sentiment, but yeah, there comes a point where the performance has to be at a certain level for it to be enjoyable. And I agree with you. I don't think the performance was there. Now, look, if Dave Grohl's daughter decided to jump in front of the three lads and they were doing Nirvana songs and touring, I'd be one of the first ones there.
Yeah, she was brilliant. She actually sang, didn't she, in Dublin at the gig? She came out.
Yeah, she was part of the backing band in Dublin. I think she came out front and sang. No,
that's right.
Don't ask me what song she sang.
Yeah, was it a Beatles song or something she sang?
Honestly, no. I remember they did about 20 minutes of just covers. They did like Thin Lizzy and U2 and all sorts of stuff.
What do you call him? Came down and sang Taylor Hawkins.
That's right. Taylor Hawkins came down and sang. That was a magical night.
Yeah, that was a great night. Little did we
know that was before COVID, and and then obviously Taylor passing away, and look at all that's happened since that gig.
And I told you that story. I don't know if we ever recorded the story about how Taylor was sitting at the bar having a drink before the gig.
Yeah, you told me about that one. Brilliant.
Yeah, brilliant. Gentleman, just Taylor had a hard night or whatever in Dublin. Yeah. And sitting in the pub in the, what do you call that hotel beside the ODS? Jury's, yeah. And one of the lads is going to the gig and he's sitting at the bar just having a beer or something, and notice the lad sits down beside him and keeping to himself and just taking the hair of the dog or whatever, and he looks over, and after chatting him for about 30 seconds kind of looks up and is like, Taylor Hawkins, what are you doing here? And then he told him, they had a few beers in town. He says, I'm only up a bed. He's like, show's on. This is normal stuff. But he said he was a gentleman. So cool. Not showing off, just doing his thing,
The real free spirit, wasn't he, Taylor?
Yeah, he was class. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Tough one.
Sorely missed.
Definitely.
So,